and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, for a full Barça news roundup. And we do have to discuss today the La Liga title race. Where do we stand right now up against Real Madrid? We're also going to be talking about Inigo Martinez, his future, and also a bit of a confrontation today. Plus, more Mikayil Faye magic. There's lots on the way, along with Kylian Mbappe, and more talk on PSG. So come on, guys, and let's do this. And I do want to give a special shout out today to a super thanks coming in who says they've been a fan through high school, through college, and now in their career. That is absolutely incredible there. They say, I have many Mexican fans down here in Houston, Texas. Anyone else out there? Let me know in the comments down below. And one here as well who's been watching since the Liverpool meltdown. Oh, let's not talk about that. But can you give a career mode legend a shout out? Anastasios Donis. What a baller. I can only imagine what that man has achieved with you. So thank you there for those brilliant super thanks coming in. But if we do move on to talk about the La Liga title race, because indeed on Sunday, Real Madrid did get the job done against Athletic Club by 2-0 at the Bernabeu. And in all honesty, guys, the result never really looked in doubt. Athletic Club were not really able to threaten Real. What that means here, looking at the table, is that Madrid now are 8 points clear at the top with only 8 games to go in the season right now. My question would be, is the title race still on? Is there still any hope at all there that Barça could reclaim their La Liga crown, that we could retain the title that we won last season? Because certainly looking here at the fixtures, we know that we still have to play Real Madrid. So there's 3 points there that are up for grabs. There could be a bit of a swing there. It's at the Bernabeu. Both teams also have to play Real Sociedad, and Real Madrid have to go to the Anoeta to face them, which will not be easy. But Barça do have tricky games as well. We've still got to face Girona. That's away from home. We've got Sevilla. We've got Valencia as well, which are never ever easy games. And I would say on paper right now, we probably do have the more difficult final 8 games of the season. And I think when you're looking at the season overall in La Liga, guys, where it really comes down to for us, I think is that sort of January period. We went through a really difficult start to the new year. We got hammered in the Super Cup by Madrid. That hurt our confidence. And when you look then at the 2 games against Villarreal, when don't forget, we threw it away at the end of the game. Our defending in these matches here was absolutely all over the place. And we then dropped points as well against Granada. 3-3 there, which was an absolute nightmare. And those 2 games, Villarreal and Granada, that's 5 points gone. And you just imagine if we'd won those games, which we could have. There were positions there, there was opportunities to do that, then there would only be 3 points in the race right now, with El Clasico still to come. So those are the areas there in our season where it just seemed to slip away from us, where we had a bit of a bad run, a bit of a stumble. And when you're up against a top team like Madrid, that's all it takes. They will take advantage, and right now we have a long way to catch up. We do then move on though to Inigo Martinez, and I want to start with him here because he was actually involved today in a bit of a confrontation upon leaving the training ground in his car today. And I wouldn't say there that it was with a Barca fan, because these people are not fans, by the way. We have seen players frustrated outside of the training centre before, because these people here, they're basically on TikTok. They want autographs, they want signings, or they're just shouting at the players. They are insulting them as they go by. And these are the people, by the way, that give real fans a bad name. They take time away from the people who actually care and aren't just there for TikTok. And Inigo Martinez, by the way, he'd had enough today, because he actually got out of his car. He went up to the individual and he said, this is the last time that you will call me a fool. This is the last time that you will insult me, you and your friend there. So quite clearly, this is something that had happened before, probably multiple times, and Inigo had had enough. And actually, people don't expect the players there to get out of their car. They don't expect to be confronted by their actions. And actually here, to go up and say, listen, this is enough. Enough is enough is probably a good thing there. Let's send out a message here that the kind of behaviour that we're seeing is unacceptable. You can't just shout insults at people. That's not the way that the world works. And Inigo Martinez is well within his rights to be frustrated. But I do actually want to talk here about his future as well today, guys, because I think we've all been very happy with Inigo since he came in on a free in the summer. I think the only disappointments would be his injury problems. You know, he hasn't always been available. He's had some difficult setbacks there with injury. But whenever he is available, he always plays very well. He's been dependable. He's been a very good player, and he's suited our style of play very well indeed. However, there is a big chance that this summer, Barca might not want to keep him. And the reason for that is nothing to do with the sporting side. It's not because they don't think he's good enough. It's not because he's not helped the team, but mainly because of FFP and Barca's strength in depth at centre-back right now. Because I have to say, there was a bit of suspicion last summer, because Inigo was the final new signing there to be registered at Barca, within La Liga's restrictions, of course, and when we did register him, we didn't actually register his full contract with us, which lasts there for 2 years. We only actually registered 1 year of that 2-year deal, which means that effectively there, Inigo come this summer will not be registered in La Liga anymore. And that contract right now is actually worth 8 million euros gross per year. And Barca feel as though that being removed from the wage bill would be a positive, that they could replace Inigo Martinez, and that they may actually encourage him to accept an offer away from the club this summer. That he might only be with us for 1 season if Barca were to get their wish, because they feel as though with the players that we have coming through, with the quality we've got at centre-back, we may be able to replace him, and for less wages. Which brings me on, very conveniently, to Mikayil Faye. Let's talk about this young man yet again, because on Sunday, guys, Barça Athletic there, they trailed by 2-0 against Osasuna B, but they made an incredible comeback there. They really did. 3-2 they won in the end, scoring there in the final moments of the game, and that actually moves Barça Athletic up to 2nd in the league there. Marquez doing a really good job this season. They are only 1 point off top spot right now, and could this be the year that Barça Athletic finally return to the 2nd division in Spain? That would be really good news there, and especially for our younger players who get experience at a higher level. But during that comeback yesterday, guys, guess who scored the winning goal? Guess who stepped up to a free kick in the final moments of the game and smashed it home? It was Mikayil Faye. He has done it again, and this was unreal. This free kick here, it reminded me genuinely the power of Roberto Carlos. We've also compared Mikayil recently to Ronald Koeman for his goal scoring from centre-back, because this is his 5th goal now in 7 games. I mean, even for a striker, that's impressive. These are unreal numbers, and we saw him in the international break smash one in from 35 yards for Senegal. This guy has technique, he's got quality, and clearly he's got an eye for goal. And he was once again, of course, included in Xavi's squad at the weekend to play Las Palmas. Now, he didn't manage to get on the pitch there. He hasn't quite been able to make his big first team debut, but surely it's coming. Surely he is banging on the door right now. Xavi is having to take notice of him. And from what we are hearing right now in the media, the decision has already been made. He will not stay at Barça Athletic next season, Mikayil Faye. There's 3 different options for him. 1, he could be loaned out, if we want to give him more experience, if we want to give him a bit more top-level experience, we could loan him out to another club. Barca also could be tempted to cash in on him. They will get offers this summer, make no mistake about that, and there might be big money on the table for Mikayil Faye. But the other option, of course, is if what we're hearing about Inigo Martinez is true, if we are going to offload a centre-back there, and a very good one at that, we will need to replace them. And could Mikayil Faye be ready to make that step up? We've seen Kubasi do it so well this season, the talent that he has shown, and the way that he stepped up to the first team has been incredible. Could Mikayil Faye follow in his footsteps here and bring something special and truly unique to the first team? Let's wait and see. But of course, guys, right now, make no mistake at all, much of our focus, it is still on PSG. That is the big game that we are building up to every single day right here on the channel right now. And we've been keeping an eye on what they've been doing at the weekend. They did win indeed on Sunday. They moved 12 points clear at the top of Liga 1 with a 2-0 win over Marseille. And I've got to say, the title race in France, guys, it's nail-biting, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen. You never know who is going to come out on top. Will PSG get over the line? It looks like they might do, but I don't want to talk about Mbappe, because in that game against Marseille there, he was subbed off after 65 minutes of that. PSG only led by 1 goal at that stage, and Mbappe was fuming. Now, genuinely, guys, the number came up there. He looked across to the touchline. There was a full eye roll. He was shaking his head. He was not happy at all again that he was subbed off by Luis Enrique. And quite clearly right now, there's an interesting feeling going on within PSG concerning Mbappe, with his future so uncertain. He still hasn't really announced what he's doing. He's leaving everybody kind of in the dark, even though we all suspect that he's agreed to go to Real Madrid. And when Luis Enrique, after the game there, was asked again by by the media, why do you keep taking Mbappe off? Why have you subbed him yet again today? And Lucho said, it's the same music. Every single week, the same music. It's boring. I am the manager. I make the decisions every day, every week. And he said, I'm going to do the same until my last day in Paris. I always try to find the best solution for my team. Even if you don't understand the decision, I don't care. I do not care at all. And that's typical Luis Enrique there. But quite clearly, things aren't really all well within the club, with Mbappe, with Luis Enrique there. He's trying to stamp his authority. He's trying to show here, look, I'm building for the future. I'm trying to do things here for PSG my way, and that's the way that it's going to be until I leave. But I just think this first leg, it's so important for Barca, because in my mind right here, if we can go into that game and just start to frustrate PSG, if we can actually start to get in their heads there and really frustrate the PSG players there, the coaching staff, the fans, the media, you just need to tip them slightly over the edge and they're gone. Because I think right now they're all very, very touchy. Everything inside the club is all right on the edge, right close to boiling over. And if we can just put that pressure on them in that first leg, if you can just make them crack, we may be onto something here. We've got to start these two ties with real authority, real ambition. Take the game to PSG, put them under pressure, make them unravel, because certainly inside, things are not well at Paris Saint-Germain. So that there, guys, is the very latest Barca news right now. And like I say, it is a bit of a strange time. We've got another bit of a break here before that all-important next game. But there is going to be so much build-up on the way. I hope all of you guys are really going to enjoy it. And I cannot wait here for the vibes and the atmosphere on the channel. Really looking forward to that. Please do let me know, guys, all of your thoughts and everything we have discussed today. And what do you make there of that Mbappe reaction? I will see you all soon. Thank you indeed for the incredible support. But until next time, yeah, as always, Visca, El Barça.